birthday. I looked down at the revolver in my hand. It was small. It felt cool to the touch, but it was heavy. I had forgotten why I was holding it. I was sitting on the floor in the living room, engulfed in sadness. What was this cloud over me? Depression had lingered for so long. Last week I lost my job. It was a careless error that got me in trouble, but one of my coworkers lost their lives. An investigation was immediately opened. A lawsuit was pending. My lawyer had told me to sit tight and not go anywhere. There might be jail time. My wife told me she and the kids were going to her parents to just have a breath of fresh air. She said it was stifling in this house. She hasn't returned. Today is my birthday. Happy birthday to me. I snapped out of my daze and looked around. The furniture was gone. I was surrounded by boxes. She's moving out? She's leaving me? I dropped the gun to the floor and went into the dining room. Our long glass tabletop was gone. In its place was a modest wooden one with an oak china cabinet in the far corner. Boxes were all over the table and the floor marked dining room. I wandered into the kitchen and saw more boxes and a few appliances set up on the counters. I turned and headed up the stairs. Surely, I just needed a nap, lie down for a bit, and wake up from this nightmare. My room was at the far end of the hall, at the top of the stairs. It felt like forever just to get to my room. My movements felt fluid and disconnected from my body. It was like a dream. I was awake, wasn't I? I floated down the hall to my room. I opened the door with a little difficulty and found my way to my bed. In one floating, graceful movement, I collapsed on my bed. I could not seem to feel my weight on top of the bed or the bed itself beneath me. What was happening to me? I shut my eyes for what seemed like a second, but it must have been an eternity. Then it all flashed. My life flashed. It flashed like lightning. I know that you have a lot on your mind, and I want to do something special for you. My wife smiled at me and patted my back as I sat on the edge of the bed. I couldn't seem to hear what she was saying very well. I feel so tired. I don't want to do anything right now, I told her, holding my head in my hands. I'm going to just drop the kids off at my mom and dad's and then rush back here to celebrate with you. We are going to have the whole week to ourselves. She kissed my cheek and headed out the bedroom door. I will be back in an hour or two. I want to pick some things up on the way home, she called out, but I couldn't hear her. My mind was black. My mind was dark. So much darkness. Nothing to hold on to. All I saw was she was leaving me. She left me. She's gone. There was nothing much else to do now. I got up after I heard the door slam. The phone began ringing. I walked through the hallway and toward the stairs as the echo of the house phone rang throughout. I heard the answering machine in the distance pick it up and the piercing beep. I put both hands over my ears and stood still, hoping to hear no more bad news from the machine.
Hey, it's Gil. I just wanted to let you know. The investigation is complete. You are not at fault. Faulty wiring is to blame. The family is going after the company now. You will be compensated for the time you have been out of work and until you can find another job. Isn't that great, buddy? I'm just relieved, as I know you will be. So I just wanted to leave you this message now, so you won't worry any further. Give me a ring when you get this. I'm so happy for you and your family. Take care. Talk to you soon.
Click. I heard another loud beep through my plugged ears. I straightened up and removed my hands. I was never going to hear that message. I wish I had now. I headed downstairs into the living room. I sat on the floor and pulled out the revolver I had hidden away. I cocked it and placed it against my temple. I was never going to be a burden on my family ever again. They would be better off without me. Bang! I lurched up from the bed. What a nightmare. There was an intense throbbing in my head, and downstairs I could hear quite the commotion. I got up slowly to go check it out. I wanted to just make sure you got everything in okay, and see if there was anything you needed. A young woman was leaning up against the counter in the kitchen, and another older lady was standing across from her, her arms crossing her chest. Hey, who are you people? What are you doing in my house? I yelled. The intruders were not fazed by me at all. I just want to know what really happened in here. I mean, I'm getting an eerie vibe in here, that's all. The younger woman looked a little spooked. Don't ignore me! This is my property! I screamed to no avail. Well, my advice is to get some sort of spiritual healer and a ton of sage. I am not required by law to disclose this, but maybe you should know. Oh, but you fell in love with this house and price. I just thought you could overlook some eeriness. The older woman's eyes looked over toward my direction, as if she was going to finally acknowledge me. Well, now you're scaring me. I just want to make sure my kids are going to be safe here. I am a single mom, after all. The younger woman was getting panicked. Oh, they're safe. It's just residual horror. There was a family that lived here. One day, the husband lost his job due to a huge mistake. One of his co-workers died, and they put the blame on him. The company had old, faulty wiring, and it was found out in the investigation. But they had terrified the man with lawsuits and jail time. The man couldn't take it anywhere. His wife went to take the kids off to her parents so they could celebrate a special birthday for him. It would have been a great birthday celebration because the lawyer had called and left a message that the investigation just cleared him of everything. But it was too late. He shot himself with a revolver in their living room. The police speculated that he shot himself before the lawyer called because it just didn't make any sense for him to kill himself after that kind of news, she explained. Wow. Happy birthday. The younger woman shivered. No, I wasn't dead. I stopped myself. I was confused. I couldn't be dead. Well, I will look someone up and call them in the morning to help cleanse this place. In the meantime, the kids are sleeping with me tonight. She had this look of fear on her face. No, I'm not dead. I didn't do it. I can't be. I thrashed about in disbelief and brought a ghostly hand down hard on the counter before me. The toaster oven flew off the counter and onto the ground. It busted loudly when it hit the ground. Both ladies screamed in terror and ran out of the house. I crumpled my sad body to the floor next to the toaster. What happened to a light at the end of the tunnel? Was there no God? Was my existence stuck here forever? With as much energy as I could muster, I drifted back upstairs to lay down. My wife should be home soon. It's my birthday.